Hey everyone, Takamasak here, and welcome back to Plants vs. Zombies 2. Now, I said I was going to go back to the Pirate Seas, but there is a plant I want to grab out of the far future. We can actually see it right there-ish. It's just the blover. We only need to get 3 levels into it, so that should be a very quick grab. And the blover is something that is useful in pretty much every area, so... The future! Weird. I thought it would be hungrier. Oh, I thought he would be hungrier. Okay, that's enough. After all, I haven't eaten in 4,000 years. ... What happened to the lawn? It's so gloomy. I'm detecting an array of power tiles on the space lawn. So I believe we've run into that. Just in case you forgot, or we haven't, but I'm pretty sure we have. Everything that's on those power tiles will get the plant food benefit. So I only need to use 1 plant food to get both of those guys to trigger. So there's that, and it would do a 3rd one if there were 1 on the bottom. And there's several different types of tiles. There's X's, I think O's, which we can make later. There's squares, there's triangles. So just kind of keep an eye on which ones are attached. This one should be extremely easy. So let us take... And the plant that is on it does not matter. Just whatever is on there, it will just go nuts against that. First strike. Oh, okay. You have a plant food boot. I don't think I'm going to need you, so I will just do dunk and dunk, and then sure, dunk. So keep in mind, you see the jetpack zombie, he's pretty much the equivalent of the seagull zombie we met up with, just in the far future area. If we had the blover, he could be instantly knocked off screen with that, but unfortunately we do not have him yet. So... wait we shall. And as you might expect, he is immune to anything on the ground. I believe iceberg lettuce, or anything that doesn't shoot projectiles or lob something. So like the potato mine, he's just going to fly right over that. He will fly over your... I believe he will fly over your walnut, so that's a little unlike the seagull zombie. So just keep that in mind when you are out doing the do, and you should be okay. Let me see if I can actually get him with the frost. I'm not sure if I can or not. I don't think so. Nope, this flies right over. He does not have any interest in that. So I don't remember if we've shown off the repeater, his plant food power, but it is, as you might expect, he pretty much just shoots twice as many peas as the regular pea shooter does. And then I followed it up with a gargantuan pea right down the middle. I would honestly just rather go with the repeater on most situations if I had to use one of them. I was gonna say I can just use plant food. There's no reason to, absolutely no reason to hoard it. Thanks. Ugh. Hey, and we get the laser beam. Oh goody. Very expensive plant right off the bat. Shoots a laser that pierces through zombies. So it has piercing, but it attacks fairly slowly. So just meh. So here we have a new zombie again. I believe he is the barrier zombie. So I'm going to get that firepower going. Let's do all my instant killers, chili bean. Instant killers are definitely the way to go, especially against bucket heads and what have you. So let's do... I really don't need more of anything. I don't think the spike weed will take him out. I'm going to double check that for you just in case. So here's an example of some of the other power-up tiles you can meet up with. And I think I kind of hinted at it, but we can actually make our own eventually. That is a way off, and it's a very expensive way to get additional tiles. Like I think the plant's called the tile turnip, and you can place 1 for free, but I think the next one is like 400 or something fairly heavy. Let's just do him. He's cheaper. So I think in theory you could probably throw 2 potato mines on those things and just absolutely spam potato mines if you wanted. I prefer the old fire pea shooter myself, but hey, you do whatever makes you happy. You go that route. Me, I'm pretty plain Jane over here, and sunflowers and fire pea shooter all day. Let's see. Okay, let's take a look at him. So what he does, as you can see, he puts up that barrier. I don't know if it covers every row, but I believe it does. And eventually it'll come down after you do enough damage to it. It looks like it only covers 3 rows. No, the spike weed does not take him out in one shot, so be careful of that. Can he... Yeah, I was going to say, I think he can eat stuff, but he is apparently immune to the... he's immune to the chili bean there. You not, thank you. So we're learning a couple new things about him. Doesn't look like he mows over your plants like some of the other heavy hitters do. So that's good. I guess I'll just focus on the middle section, just because it's most likely to contain one of those barrier things. Actually, I think it has to contain a barrier thing if one spawns. If it for sure covers 3 rows, then... Well, there's that. You're gonna kill him. Kill him. Speed that game back up. And I'm hoarding money, which I don't know what I'm going to use it for yet. I think I'm more hoarding it for later levels that are way more difficult, and we might need an emergency boost or something along those lines. So let's just barbecue all this. Perfect! But yeah, or I'm waiting for those plant seed packets that I can buy eventually. Or maybe something eventually will pop up. You never know. Twin sunflower seeds. Oh, you name it. There's a few things that I want. You know what I use. So twin sunflower. Let's switch it up again. I'm going to get him just for something different. Yeah. I guess. Now, there's also the coconut cannon, which I haven't really gotten any use out of yet. We have seen him, so do I need to see him more is the real question. Or do we need to see him more? Oh, what the hell, I'll bring the laser beam just to show him off, too. And as you can notice, these, the tiles aren't always placed in any reasonable strategic order. At least for the way I do things. Initially, the further back you build, the better. It doesn't seem to always be the case throughout all the levels, but initially, yes. Get popped. Huh. More sun. There you go, bro. Oh, we're gonna have such an insane amount of sun generation. I guess if I'm brave, I could throw the homing thistle up there. Don't see why not. I will get a laser beam. We'll put them there, just for fun. Just for funsies. I really need to get more. Not swarm! Let's just say no to that. Say no to some of it, anyway. Okay, let's get another one of you down so I can take care of all of you. Alright, should be a-okay now. And screw it, we'll just build massive amounts of laser beam. Yeah, I don't think the laser beam would even come close to taking that bucket head out by the time it got down here. If I get a decent amount of guys in that row, I will show off his power. I think he basically clears out a row. So, I mean, he's not super amazing. What do I want to do? I think I'm okay, but... Here, you can have that. Okay. That needs to happen. Okay, might as well just use it. Yeah, that's pretty much his plant food power. It's not super impressive. But we get the blover, nice and cheap way to get rid of any flying enemies on the screen. And he pairs amazingly with a certain other flower, which we will be putting to use, or not flower, but a plant that we'll be putting to use in the Pirate Seas. So I got him. That's all I really care about for here at this time. Laser bean. How many other seeds it's gonna give me for that? I don't know if he's one I even care to level up because just reasons. I mean, you can level up everything if you want because there are the gimmick levels which force plants into your inventory. I mean, you could, but it just, I don't know. I think the money's better spent elsewhere, honestly. If it comes to it, fine, I'll go back and level some of them up, but I don't think... So I'm going to bail out of here. I don't think it's really worth the investment to just do everything. Let us finally continue on. I should go over to... So I think my gem quest is for the ice caves, but Frostbite caves. Produce at least 3,000 sun, so this is yet another type of gimmick level. And good, we have pirate captains, just what I needed. So we're going to need a lot of that. I'm going to take him. I'm going to take the blover. Those are the two I mentioned that work amazingly together. So I need the iceberg lettuce. Whenever you see the... I'm actually going to upgrade him. He's 50, so I might as well. I wasn't sure if it makes him a little quicker to cool down, I suppose. Let's see, anything that I use frequently, like I should upgrade him too. Look at that very slight amount of recharge time. But it does increase his arming time too, so most likely worth it. I will take you, because I do need you. I should upgrade you too, because I really... What the hell? The initial levels are pretty cheap, but it starts getting very expensive very quickly. Then again, you start needing boatloads of sun. Like, I think my next sunflower is, 75. So, I have no attacking plants. Well, I kind of do, but I kind of don't. So, let's get rid of you. Because you're not super... I didn't even bring the chili bean. You know, it's... I was going to say it's day 1, but it's not day 1. We are on day something or other. Right, let's go with this. I have the spring bean. I have the blover. We should be alright. So just keep an eye on how much sun we've made. It's how much sun you've produced. Like you notice that one that just came down. I don't get anything for that one, unfortunately. I'll put that. So we can kind of delay them. Stop it. Kind of delay them as much as possible if you need your final bit of sun. If you're quick thinking and you notice you're about to beat the level and you're under the sun requirement, what you can do is kind of remove everything that is attacking down that lane, and then just kind of farm up some sun that way just by stalling the zombie and give your sunflowers more time. You know what, take a bath. I didn't know I could throw him back there, okay. Oh, hey. Can you not? No. Not much I can do about him. I guess I could have used the... No. I didn't think fast enough, but I could have used the blover to keep him back. If I didn't want to lose the twin sunflower, which probably would have been... Go away. See, thankfully the blover, too, has a very quick cooldown. That is super epic, bro. So, blover, if you're quick, too, it'll also get rid of those swinging zombies, which... That wasn't even close to anything that would resemble quickness. Get splooshed. Oh, God, I wasn't paying attention yet again. I need to keep placing sunflowers, because I'm halfway through the level and not even halfway to the goal. So I'll just do that. Just kind of give me a boost. Get splooshed. Okay, and... Ah, well, you didn't see him go flying off the screen, but he did. Right, We should be just fine now. Yeah, alternatively, I'm obviously using the plant food boost. Oh god, I did hit the ship. Poor bastard. Right, we're well within the sun goal now. Can you not do that? Thanks. Yeah, alternatively, you just use a plant food on the spring beans. Why is it, like, changing the... If that showed up, I apologize. I don't know why it's randomly changing the brightness. Get rid of you, and the rest of you can just take exclusions. Unless you don't want to, that's fine too, bro. That's not too bad. There are some levels later that are just absurd, where you need to get... Is the game... Oh, okay. I was wondering what was going on. I thought I broke the game. But there's levels later that require just insane amounts of sun generated per level, and there's just... They're throwing a lot at you, so they're also eating your sunflowers, so it's really easy to kind of... Not so much get disoriented, but kind of lose track of where you are and how much sun you're producing and all that stuff, so... Gimmick level? It's low tide and the waves are coming in. Grab your water wings, we're going to get wet. Hey now. Plan your defenses and defeat the zombos. So we have a little bit of everything. So, that being said, get you. We will also get you and your friend. Do I need... Yeah, I don't know. I should bring the spikeweed. Sure, we'll bring the spikeweed. And Defensy Nut. Defensy Nut! That is the proper name for him. So I'm just going to do... Let's do one row of fire pea shooters. A row of Wally walnuts. Put him down just to... I'm going to get some extra defense on the parts where there's no planks. Doesn't leave me a lot of money to mess with, but I think I'll be okay. So let's rock! So it does start us off with 3 plant food, too. So let us... yeah, we'll just do this. Curse. Sploosh! I was going to show something, but it's kind of difficult to show on this level. But if you time it, when the spring bean is in the air and you blow, it's kind of tricky to time, but once the spring bean is completely in the air and you use a blover, he knocks everything into the air, and then the blover will... he will blow everything that's in the air, well, out of the air, so... Absolute instant dash to everything that's on the map. I think we can go ahead and do that again here. Goodbye! Look at that dash. Now you see why I wanted the blower. He is badass. Oh no, there's still another wave. Okay. Okay. I knew that. No, I didn't know that. Okay, I think we got the thing where I will get some sun back. So once that guy is dead, we'll get some sun back and we can do... What can we do? We'll do him. Get that out of here, please. No point in having you anymore. You want to eat that? No, not that! Bastard. Shovel out. I will get rid of that. Whatever, send the bird out, I don't care. Ah, you're already dead anyway. Bye! Look at that measly. That was a 5. Oh dear. Well, we have made more progress, and that is all that matters. Shoots peas down 3 lanes. He is kind of useful, but unfortunately he is also 300 to purchase, so it's not like you get a discount for using the 3-peater over the regular pea shooter. He's just space saving, I suppose. And we could potentially upgrade the cocoa nut cannon. which really doesn't... Oh, thanks. Thanks! Couldn't give me the fire pea shooter seeds. No. So is there anything else? Frostbite zombies. Ooh, I don't think we did the solar tomato. Ooh, looks like another video in store. Alright, so I will probably upload that later. I didn't even look. There's so many quests. I probably won't do another Insanity. I mean, if you guys really want to see more, let me know in the comment section. But I'll do the Solar Tomato. I'll probably upload that a little bit later after this video. So, this is Plants vs. Zombies 2. I am Takamasak, and I will see you later.